There are signs of recession all over the place. You have heard the media reports. You would have to be on another planet not to hear what the media is reporting about.
Rising prices, big job cuts, failing banks. It's no wonder that people are upset and worried.
So bad news seems almost ordinary.
The stock price of some of the biggest banks tumbled.
And it is all taking a toll. In fact, a recent Gallup poll showed that the general mood of our country has been getting worse all year long. Last month, only 14% said they were satisfied with the way things were going. Some of the top concerns?
The gas prices.
The housing market.
The economy.
The elections. The war is huge.
But as troubled as we may be, financially and otherwise,
I think it's going to get worse before it gets better.
You've heard about fuel prices going up and down, and even talk about running out of fuel. Foreclosures are at a higher rate than any time in history. Bankruptcy filings compared to over a year ago are up. Two examples. In Nevada, they're up 76.8%. In California, they're up 75.3% compared to a year ago. So let me ask you a couple of questions. Have you started cutting back on life's little pleasures, like movie tickets, eating out with your family? Are you worried about downsizing, outsourcing, and even job cuts? Have you changed or canceled your vacation plans because you simply can't afford it? Are you having trouble stretching your paycheck? Is there more month left over after the money? Do you find yourself using credit cards toward the end of the month? Or even worse, at the beginning of the month? Are you concerned about rising unemployment rates? Or are you even afraid that you might be in one of those lines? Are you worried about the rising cost of medical? Or even worse, not even having medical insurance? Have you seen the energy cost rising through the roof? And do you wish you could fix this cost? There are signs of recession all over the place. So what can you do about it? The media is reporting using words like economic crises, recession, financial chaos. But do you really believe all the hype? You do know that it's the media's job to sell you the idea of fear, lack, and scarcity, don't you? But here's the truth. There is more opportunity today than there ever has been in the entire history of mankind. Fact, out of every recession comes a batch of exciting, innovative, new products and new businesses. We are living in amazing times. Here's the good news. History is repeating itself. The time is now. You can take advantage of this extremely unique opportunity. And I'm talking about the recession, if you know what to do and how to do it. The time is now. You can be one of those people who come out on the top if you know what to do. And I'm going to talk about two unique companies that started during the hardest times in history. One company started during Depression, and the other one started during the recession. The first example, let's go back to 1934. In the midst of the Great Depression, Bill Heward and Dave Packard, they were electrical engineers, started their humble company in Palo Alto, California, in their garage. Now their business is a multi-billion-dollar-a-year business, and most of us use one or more of their products every day in our home or office. Technology giant Hewlett Packard posted revenues of over $100 billion in 2007. Now let's go back and look at another company. In 1982, when the U.S. was in the midst of a recession fueled by high gas prices, that sound familiar? A little startup company launched their very first product using a digital font. In 1989, in the midst of another recession, this same company went on to launch its flagship product called Photoshop. And today, Adobe Systems is a multi-billion-dollar enterprise that most of us that use computers use their product. Both of these companies have one unique common thread. They were both started during the Depression or a recession. So what can we learn from this one simple concept? And that is this. If you're considering and wanting to start a business venture, remember that your product or service is more important than the economic climate. You want to choose a business or service that fills the needs of everyone, In other words, you want to find something that people will use every day and will need it tomorrow. Sort of like a renewable service or product. Now the choice is yours. So what can you do about it? Well, you have a couple of choices. I see 3 choices. Number 1, you could panic and wait it out and hope for the best and just give in to the recession. Or number 2, you can go get a second job and spend more time away from your family. Number 3, you could take control, start your own business by using a proven business model that has produced more millionaires any time in history. You can find a business that will both grow in the good and the bad economy. How would you like to partner with other like-minded small business owners that instead of competing with each other, you collaborate with each other? Here's the fact. Did you know that self-employed people earn 5 times more money than people that are employees? Let's hear what the experts have to say about owning your own business. In this book, Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki are quoted saying, "The number one thing that a person can do to increase their wealth is to start a small part-time business." Robert Kiyosaki. Referral marketing has proven itself to be a viable and rewarding source of income. Donald Trump. Did you ever miss out on buying Microsoft stock or Google stock and Pepsi or McDonald's stock or even Coca-Cola stock and heard about how much it rose over the years and wished you would have bought that stock? Or if you received a phone call from any of these guys in this picture inviting you to a meeting to take a peek at their vision for a startup company, would you have went? No, honestly, would you have went? You would have made a decision without getting more information. That's interesting. Or how about getting a call from this guy? Maybe. Or how about if you got a call from this multi-billionaire, Bill Gates? I guess the lesson to be learned here is don't judge a company from its beginning. Judge a company by its vision, dream, and leadership ability. So now's the time to catch the next paradigm shift with something that everyone needs and wants. Now, before I go on, this is not about lotions or potions or auto ships or the latest health and fitness product craze or some special juice berry imported from some remote island from the Pacific or travel-related business or a door-to-door business or getting all your family and friends involved with some kind of club. You don't need any special kind of training. However, what you need is to be teachable or be willing to put forth some effort. This is one of those opportunities that you don't want to miss. Now, before I get ahead of myself, let me point out one disclaimer, and that is there's a few no-nos involved with this business. And one of the no-nos is no employees, no inventory, no paperwork, no minimums, no quotas, no shipping, no delivering, no sampling, no chargebacks, no returns, no taste tests, no wrong sizes, and best of all, does not require a doctor's approval. Because, again, this is not a medical or health product or health and fitness product. This is a real business with multiple streams of revenue. So let me ask you a couple of questions. What is important to you? Do you want to travel? You want to have a college fund? Do you want to take a cruise with your family? Do you want to have a dream home or a dream ride? Do you want to open up a savings account that has thousands of dollars in it? Do you just want to relax? Or do you want to have your children in private school? Or do you just want to be able to make your mortgage payment or your car payment? So today is the day that you must seize the opportunity. You must take some action. Have you ever wanted to be a founding member of a company or a founding leader of a new idea or concept? Have you ever dreamed about being the first to do anything? We are looking for a few people that want to be the first person to represent a startup company. We're only accepting a limited amount of people to mentor one-on-one. So if you're just curious, please do not take any action. If you're ready to make a change that will change your life forever, then here's what I want you to do. If you're ready to change your financial future forever, then fill out the form below. Now let me wrap up with some final thoughts. And that is, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort or convenience, but where he stands at the times of challenge and controversy. That's from Martin Luther King. A real decision is measured by the fact that you've taken a new action. If there's no action, then you truly have not decided. Anthony Robbins.